Welcome to Short Sale Coach. This video is just explaining what additional documentation you need to submit if you're submitting a buyer that is an entity, corporation, or an LLC for a short sale. So there is another video here that lays out the process for submitting proof of funding for a buyer that's just a person. So if you have a person buyer, watch that video. If you're submitting a short sale and the buyer is an LLC, a corporation, or an entity of some sort, the seller's mortgage lender will require some additional documentation to make sure that that corporation is valid. So number one, you'll need the certificate of formation from the state that you're in. You can usually pull a copy of that from the Secretary of State's website. It's usually one page. It says certificate of formation on it, and it's basically proving that that is a validly incorporated entity. If it's an LLC or a full-blown corporation, you'll also have articles of incorporation or an operating agreement, basically the articles of how the corporation functions. And usually within those documents, or sometimes separate, there'll be a list of what's called designated registered agents, meaning the corporation designates who can sign on behalf of the LLC or the corporation. So depending on whether it's an LLC or a corporation, and depending on the state laws where the company is incorporated, those documents will be a little bit different. So you'll really just want to request from the buyer certificate of formation, articles of incorporation, a formation agreement, and a list of designated registered agents, and some form of those documents will come. And then you just want to make sure that whomever is signing the purchase and sale agreement on behalf of the corporation, like let's say someone named like Tom Jones is signing the PSA as the representative of the Jones Corporation, you want to make sure that the documents you're submitting, the articles and the list of registered agents, support that he is the correct person to be signing on behalf of the incorporation. And then of course you submit your normal proof of funding per the other video. So make sure if you're submitting with an entity that you get those other documents, the ones we're talking about now, in upfront, or else it'll kind of slow down the process. Good luck.